How we doing? So what I'm going to do is we're not going to spend too much time here this evening. And advise not to spend too much time here this evening. Hey, Donna, how you doing? So we're not going to spend too much time on collectives. I'm going to get right into questions as soon as I get a full room in here. Yeah. Let's go. We'll go ahead and start with the collective just to let me get a full room. Beautiful goddess, let's go. What you gonna do with that big fat butt? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Don't pay no mind on me. Where? Collective one, this was a matter of time. There's something here to do with fortune, fate, fated events. And I see a very strong female here waiting on reconciliation, and there's hesitation on whether or not to invest in this. Someone's showing extreme caution in this relationship. They're giving to it, but they're looking at this union. They're looking at this divine masculine. They're looking at this masculine with grudges. I don't know if they're looking at this particular masculine with grudges, or this person's just been burned before. I have a female here in the future, very concerned with wealth and very careful on how she evaluates reciprocity. Yes, this female wants a fresh start, absolutely. She does. She does. I don't like this. I have a female in the future. I don't know who this is for, but the female's intentions, love is kind of not on the mind. Meaning someone's intentions are just not in the right place. Someone's intentions is not in the right place. It looks like a female here put up a pretty penny. This person gave something for a fresh start. They took a shortcut here. They went to a magician. And now they're kind of waiting to see what someone does. They're waiting, they're kind of watching and waiting to see the action of another, if something works or not. I want to see if it works. You know, what action, did it work? Because, I don't know, bro. Yeah. Listen, there's a female here. Listen, somebody here has invested a pretty penny. And it's like, no, 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 no. I want reciprocity. I want this fresh start. They go to a magician. Magician here is doing something deceptive. Throw the rock out of hand. This is using, alchemy, using alchemy. They went to an alchemist. And I believe there's even a warning from the alchemist, like, well, at the end of the day, there's always decisions to make on what someone's going to do. But even if this works, even if an alchemist is talking to you, the alchemist would say, listen, this could work, but I just want you to know there will be conflict. This is a professional. So the professional's even saying, listen, there's conflict here with someone else's spirit team. There is a alchemist here talking about how this alchemist has met resistance with someone else's spirit team trying to get over. There's an alchemist here that, is working at the end of the day. This is a job. This is where an alchemist makes money. And it comes down to a decision even for the alchemist, whether or not they're going to take this job. What is happening is that there's resistance. This alchemist has met resistance. This is a professional alchemist when they work with spirits. And the alchemist is saying, I got caught. Hey, I got caught. We tried to get away with something, but I'm meeting resistance with someone else's spirit team. I got caught. The alchemist is also saying, listen, I'll give you another route, this could be wish fulfillment, and I can proceed forward here, and you can win at this thing, but the truth is you're going to be heavily disappointed. Meaning the alchemist is saying, I am meeting extreme resistance with someone else's spirit team. I can continue to move forward, ma'am. But I am telling you, off rip, you will be disappointed in how this ends. You're going to be disappointed. It's like, no, there's an alchemist here that's saying, listen, I'm meeting resistance with the spirit team. But there's someone else here that's talking about, well, and you're coming across crazy, ma'am. It's like, no, I'm crazy at this point. I'll do whatever it takes to be happy. I want this wish fulfillment. Proceed forward. I want to win at any cost. I want to win. And that's the truth. And the truth is you're fit to be disappointed. Not all wins are considered wins. To take it out of a beat, to take this off a spiritual beat, we come into fated events, and there's a very good-looking girl here waiting on reconciliation, but there's been no talking, no communication, and this person's invested a lot, and they're showing discernment with this, I want this relationship. So they're offering up something. This person feels like, I know this is my partner. I know this is my twin. This is my divine masculine. There's huge grudges here. Huge grudges, meaning, I don't know if there's grudges or betrayals between the two, or this thing's just been sabotaged. Now, I can tell you what, the intentions of this female are not clean. These aren't clean intentions. So there's this huge opportunity to pay some money. I have a female here that's like, sorry, I almost got tempted to go take it down a spiritual path. At any rate, I got a female here that her intentions aren't so clean. She's seeing this as a fresh opportunity for money. She's only worried about the big payout, and that's why she wants this fresh start. This person is being extremely crafty and using words and body language to be deceptive. Now, the decision is yours, divine masculine. I feel like you've seen this before. This is a rerun. Yes, this can work. I'm telling you now, the same old arguments are going to pop up. And I see you taking a stand. I see the minute that you take a stand, when resistance comes up between you and this female, the female is going to back down and she's going to go with the flow. And it's like, all right, you called me. And then she's going to make you happy for a while because she just wants to overcome some type of challenge with you. And she feels like that's how she wins. That's how she wins. Is she's she's submissive. I submit. Okay, you're the man. And it's going to make you feel good for a second. It's like, good, I won that argument. She understands I mean business. But why do you still feel disappointed, Divine Masculine? Why do you still, to this gentleman, you're older, why do you still feel, because I don't see an Empress here. I see an older gentleman here. I see a woman way out of touch with her feelings, only concerning herself with money, looking at this as a new financial opportunity based on what you're giving her, and that's why she's interested in the fresh start. And the resources at her disposal, she's using very deceptive. And what action you're going to take? Well, this can work, but then there's this argument. And I see where you kind of step up for yourself and you get very professional and you're like, hey, we're not doing this here. This ain't the way this works. And I see that kind of shifts gears where everything calms down and someone feels like they got put in a place. And then everything's happy again until the next blow up. I think you're going to let it get to your head. I think that the issue is you feel like you won, but the truth is you know that you've settled. You know that this is a damsel in distress energy, that you are just giving some female help. So then why don't you feel good? You helped this person. There is something here about a female here that devised some plan and it worked. And there's this argument here. It looks like you stuck up for her and things smoothed over. Now you're stuck with her. It's like rescuing a stray cat that was getting attacked by other stray cats. And now you're kind of stuck with her. And this person is just latched onto you. Wherever you go, she go. And she feel like she won herself a prize. And you're trying to cut something off. And the truth is you're very disappointed with the whole situationship. This feels very situationship to me. And I said what I said. I'm not taking anything back. I'm trying to shift gears out of a spiritual aspect of it. There's somebody here that's kind of only with the other party for what they provide. And there's a gentleman here. It's like, yeah, it fed your ego for a while, but then why do you feel like you're still disappointed anyway? Who's got a question? Because I can't stay on here too long. What's up, Linus? Oh, shit. Good luck throwing this one out, Divine Masculine. Good luck. Good luck, baby. Yeah, good luck closing this door. Listen, there's a woman here that tried to outsmart a man. And you smarten up and you see that she's only chasing your wallet. Now, she's fine and everything. She's fine. But you're seeing that she's broke. She don't have nothing in her pockets. And yes, she's fine. Don't get me wrong. She's a good looking girl. But you ready to let her go. This is when you would call somebody an Uber. You're trying to kick her out of your house. In the future, I see you trying to kick her out of your house, and you're very persistent about that. This is a girl that's going to keep coming back, honey, because you fed a stray cat. You're going to have a hard time closing this cycle because, now you got to put this person out on the street. She's going to keep coming back. It's like a cat that kind of circles your legs every time you go to the door and you're trying to put the key in the door, but you've got this outside cat that's just circling your legs. They want food. You're going to have a hard time closing the door. I see you doing it. I mean, despite the fact, I think that you're very persistent about throwing someone out. And you're trying to do so with kindness. It's like, listen, it's no hard feelings. I'm trying to shut this door. I'm just trying to let you go, baby. Here, do you need me to call you an Uber? All right, let's go. Yes, Raymond, you can always drop a question as long as it's in the form of a yes or a no. Take care. Take care, Lioness. All right, FFF0707 wants to know if, I don't know, are you a man? This person just wants to know if we're going to be rich and find happiness. Yes or no? Will this person be rich and find some happiness? You come across extremely masculine. A lot of followers. Why do you got so many people looking at you? Got a lot of eyes on you, baby. Are you an influencer or something? Yeah. Are you an influencer or something? I don't know. I don't want to assume that that's what you're doing for work, right? Well, yeah, no doubt you're a man. I see you're a man. Looks like you're coming up, divine. You're coming up a man. You're coming up, emperor. Older man. Somebody here that's very spiritual. Coming up as a spiritual dude. Somebody that has strong spiritual roots. Sips tea. Listen. In the recent past, it looks like you had some type of fresh start, and it looked like something took off very quickly, and you were on the right path, and you were on the path of acceleration. And this could have had something to do with the World Wide Web. I don't know. I don't want to assume that. I can say that it was a fresh start. You were on this path to success, but something closes. And we walked away from something. I don't know why the door's shut, but it's shut, and when it's shut, we walked away from it. Now we're in some type of commitment, religion. This could even be whatever this is you do for work. The Hierophant is someone that you respect and admire. So whatever this is, whether this is religion, a workplace, whatever this is in your current energy, you have to understand that this is highly competitive. You have a lot of competitors. And I see that you enjoy whatever this is, this Knight of Cups. You keep giving to it. No doubt there's competition. In the future, I see you're getting a lot of attention in the future. You're piquing interest, both good and bad. Both good and bad, hon. Meaning things that are being said about you, it's challenging, right? Because the issue with you, you're getting a lot of interest. The challenge of what people are saying about you, you know, some of them are very wishy-washy with their opinions of you. It's wishy-washy opinions. I think some of these people, it's a challenge to change certain folks' mind, whatever that means to you. But yes, you're getting views. To me, you got people viewing you, looking at you, and there's a buzz, there's a hype around your name. You're coming across as a very strong contender, whatever this is. You're coming across with a lot of strength, and I see you, you know, holding on, trying to hold on, and being very busy at whatever this is, extremely busy, and putting a lot of effort into it despite not seeing any financial growth. Here's the deal. There's something here that you need to start reflecting on in the future. Start looking into something else. Maybe this could be criticism, even if someone's critiquing your work. The challenge of critique on why something is not moving forward for you. And you got to be strong enough to withstand such criticism if you try, because you're trying to hold on in this game. And I see that you're putting a lot of energy and effort and time into it. And you're trying to do as much as you can. Like you're willing to do whatever. But in the future, hon, no matter what you do, and I see you're trying to keep up you're trying to keep up with trends, it's just not paying out well. And they're asking you, the Hermit, they're asking you to look at why something is not paying off for you. Five of Pentacles. It's just not. There's no money in it. I don't know if this is like jumping on some type of bandwagon here, because it looks like you're trying to control something and you're holding on to that control. I don't know if you're getting distracted, like you're getting distracted with foolish things, you know, maybe like the hype or the trend, and that's just not working out for you. Five of Pentacles, it's not working out. They're asking you to look at what is not working out for you. Why is it not paying off for you? Why? You're getting a lot of people looking at you. But there's something here when they speak with you. There's no forward movement when they speak with you. This could be your body language is off. I don't really know. You're coming across as strong with a lot of courage, a lot of discipline, and you hold on to that. And you feel like, well, I'll just keep doing more and I'm just going to keep putting myself out there. But I see doors just slamming on you in the future. And they're asking you to look at the behavior that you're currently doing and evaluate it. Why is it not working? Because you're getting the initial views, but it's just not working out for you in the future. Why is that? That's what they're asking you. Like, look at yourself and kind of evaluate, do a self-evaluation and see why this is not panning out for you. Because you catch a lot of attention. It's almost like fishing, and you throw your bait out there and you're getting a lot of nibbles, but when you go to reel back in, all your bait's gone and there ain't no fish on the line. That makes sense. I don't know how else to describe that for you. I know somebody didn't say I already skipped them. Sam Logan, you better go on somewhere. I ain't skip you, fool. Okay. H. Huasan? Hua Hassan. Hua Hassan. 3747. Hello. can I please have a question? Gabriel feelings towards you, which is Donna. What's Gabriel's feelings towards Donna? They ain't in contact. I'm gonna assume this is a love question. All these are major arcana, well, not all of them, but a lot of them. Yeah. Most of these are major. Okay, listen, Donna. This person looks at this as a very rough ending. It was a hard, in the recent past, it looks like this thing was hard. It was hard to end. It's so hard to say goodbye. You're like a bad Boys to Men song. The death card challenge, you know. I even think that this person, it was very hard. I think they tried to change for you. And they were putting themselves out there to do whatever to make you happy. The current energy of this fella, this gentleman, his feelings are extremely strong for you. And he's trying to heal at this time, but he's having a hard time because he's reflecting on memories of the past, right? Google Photos is taking over. In the future, the challenge once again is he's trying to set firm boundaries with you. He's trying to be fair, but he's trying to set very clear, firm boundaries with you. He wants to work on this situation. He really does. He is holding on to you. He's holding on to this relationship for sure. But he wants to be very clear about how his ship is going to run. Like what shit he's going to put up with and what shit he's not. The challenge here is him being fair with you, you being fair with him. And in order for this thing to work, yes, he's still holding on to this. He is. I think there's also a challenge here of he's starting to see things clearly. And even though it's a challenge for him to treat you fairly at times, as much as he wants this to work, I feel like he feels like that there's times you could be holding him back, especially from a career path. You know, there's a very blunt conversation about a career path in the future, to be fair with you, especially if it has anything to do with legal matters. This is the career path he's chosen, and there's a part of you or a part of him that feels like you're kind of holding him back in that regard, if that makes sense. I do see him trying to work on this with you. He is still holding on to it. There's a challenge here if you can heal. He's not over it. He's still looking at old pictures of you, for sure. If that helps you out. If I skipped your question, look at your question and come again. I'm not going to keep stopping and explaining how to post a question. If you don't know how to post a question correctly, you're just going to be scared. Thank you, Miss Trina. Sam Logan, no. The answer is no. Hey Moran, how you doing? Michelle Moran wants to know if she's gonna find love this year. What's it looking like for Michelle Moran? Looks like you're gonna be doing some healing, baby. Take it easy, right? Just take it easy. Be lighthearted. Enjoy this time. It looks like you're going through some type of healing period, right? And the more time you can get yourself out there in the sun and be positive, the better off you're going to be, is what I'm seeing in your pre-shuffle. And I know that sounds cliche. I very well hear myself saying it. I know that sounds cliche, but I mean, shit. It is what it is. I don't. Michelle Moran gonna find love this year. Enjoy this healing period, right? Enjoy this downtime. Am I tripping? Y'all saw that, right? You heard it. You saw it. This thing flipped. You heard this thing flip. I'm not tripping. There's no cards over here. How does that work? Can somebody explain it to me? How there's no cards over here, but this thing tripped out? I'll have to watch the replay. How does that work? Can somebody make that make sense? I forgot where I'm supposed to be. Moran, they told me you're full of shit, Moran. They said you're full of shit. That Moran's lying to me. You're lying to me, Moran. They say you're full of shit. Why are they saying you're full of shit? Why is your current energy coming across that you're full of shit? You're lying like hell. That's what they say. They say don't trust Moran, she's lying to you. Or lying to herself, whatever you're doing, love. Right. Well, what are you doing, girl? Right. Yeah, lying like hell, girl. Moran, listen. I mean, I hear you and all, I guess, maybe, sort of. I mean, you might tell me you want new love, but Spirit says you're full of shit. Spirit said you're full of shit, girl. You've got a whole bunch invested in this. In the recent past, they're telling me you've invested a whole lot of time here. And in your wisdom, you've only tried to become more sexier and more vibrant for said person. Your current energy is extremely deceptive when you tell me that it's over. That you're lying like hell, that something's over, especially with a commitment. That yes, you might have walked away, but you got a hell of a grudge being single. And all you want to do is argue and fight about it. It still stresses you out. Yes, you're trying to heal, but what you're trying to heal is a relationship. You desperately want this reconciliation. And this shit here, just, you still crying over this love. You still embarrassing yourself. You still got heavy anxiety over this one person. Whether this is anxiety over the current person or a new person, I think it's anxiety over is the person that you so-called tell me that it's over with. You're worried if they're going to get in a relationship before you. That stresses you out. Because all you want to do is heal this relationship and reconcile. Moran. In the future, listen. You better get yourself busy, honey. Get yourself busy and stay on your grind. You need to start pouring yourself into a job. Be very focused on reciprocity, as in what you're giving to. Are you seeing a reward for what you are putting into something, whether that be people or a job? Meaning, I give you something and I get something in return. And you need to protect that boundary. Meaning, I did something for you, now you do something for me. And then you need to look at that reciprocity factor in the future, whether it's with an ex, a current person, or a new person. Because you like to get real distracted, and you get yourself all distracted worrying about if everybody else is okay in your circle. But how does that work out for you if you're not seeing? Because what you're coming across as is a martyr and a victim. Pick one. Pick one. You can't be victim and martyr. Pick one. Look at your own behavior. Because the challenge here is you doing a deep dive on yourself. And I see you kind of waiting around and you're trying to put up a boundary. You truly are. You're waiting. But the issue is, to be fair with you, you're fighting it. You keep doing the same shit, expecting a different result, and then you get mad. And if you really look at your behavior, what you're waiting on, you're not putting up a big enough boundary. So for what you're really waiting on is a foundational change for everything that you know to get ripped out, and that will be the fair thing to do. The fair thing, to be fair with you, is everything that you know needs to be foundationally ripped out from you. Because what you're doing, you're going to continue to do this in the future, like you're just the world's best host. Then you kind of get mad. And the challenge is, are you reflecting? Because you keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. You're waiting around on what? On a boundary you never set. You're waiting on someone to stick up for you. You're waiting. I mean, what is this? And the challenge of the tower, the challenge of you allowing shit to crumble and be what it is. And there you will find your justice. If you would just knock this shit off, stop running all these races for everybody else, making sure you're like the world's best host at a dinner party. You're blocking you're blocking yourself. And then when it comes to the challenge of you sitting back, it's almost like if you could watch yourself third party, if you had a camera in your house, right? And you could really sit down and just watch how you behave in situations. Just watch yourself. There's the challenge of you giving up on something because you keep putting up a front in the future. And you're resistant to it. You keep doing it. And if you could see yourself, the challenge of you sitting down, start expecting somebody else to do something for you. That's the challenge. The challenge is, before anybody can do anything for you, you've already jumped up and started handing out party favors. You've already jumped up and said, no, that's okay. You sit there, I'll get it for you. Before anybody can even do anything for you. The challenge of letting this whole tower crumble, Moran, that's going to be the justice. But as far as your current energy, I said what I said. I mean, love and light now. Don't be mad at the reader. Don't be mad at me. I just got to read the cards. Martin Spring, long time no see. Martin Spring wants to know, will my I almost said fiance. Will my finances improve in March? Thanks. Martin Spring wants to know about finances. Will they improve in March? Martin Spring wants to know your work. Let's talk about your work and getting through the illusion of getting through the fear. There's a lot of fear and unknown of your work area. Martin Spring, you must be a lady. In the story of a lovely lady. They're calling you female. Yeah, a lot of feminine energy here. Cool. So to me, Martin, listen, it looks like you were in some type of commitment contract in the recent past, and for whatever reason you walked away or you were forced to walk away, however that happened, that was a fated event. And it looks like even though this had been ongoing for a while, you didn't put up no contest to it. You couldn't really fight it, I guess. There's no fight to it. You know, I had to leave. I see this professional person reaching out to you. It's good news. This is a professional, but the professional is giving you a decision on where to act. You know, meaning you've got good news coming in the current energy. You have a professional reaching out to you and they're giving you an option of two different options. So I see you choosing an option in the future because you still have unfinished business with some past endeavor, some past, I guess, employer, recruiter. But the challenge here is in the past, the money that comes with it. But either way, yeah, you're getting an offer. You're getting a message. It's a good message. It has something to do with the past, heavy past energy. The world reverse is unfinished business. Capitalizing on a Six of Cups, again, is something from the past. You're getting an offer from a past person, this professional. They're giving you two different options. But either way, it has something to do with a past person, a past employer. However that works out for you, Martin. Spring. Hey, Zulu. Who else has a question? I can't stay on here long tonight. I was advised not to stay on long. I gotta make it this short. I don't know why, but that's what I was advised. Let's go. Who's got a question? Derek Alvin wants to know, hello, is this year the right, is this Is this the right year for me to make any type of investment? Yeah, Viper, it's absolutely a deep blackjack scheme. How much would you like to put up for a bet? You can definitely make a bet. I'll accept it. If you'd like to place a bet, go ahead. We'll see if it comes out in your favor. Derek Alvin, hello, is this the right year for me to make any investment? Derek Alvin wants to know if it's the right year for him to make any type of investment move. Thank you. Derek Alvin, you're coming across as a female. Are you a female? Because this don't got nothing to do with money. This ain't got shit to do with money. Nothing. This has everything to do with a relationship. Derek Alvin. And when you say an investment, I'm assuming you meant money, right? You meant money, correct? Yeah, money. This is all love. This is just a relationship. They talking about. Anyways, listen, Derek, we'll have to take your question another time. Hey, listen, it's been real. It's been fun. Y'all take care, okay?